Seahawks Cowboys coming up on EA Sports, getting ready now for Week 8 action.
You know, when you get a matchup at running back, like the one we have here today, you can just look down on the field from the booth, and you can see that breakaway speed and power with your own eyes, and there is a difference out there.
Yeah, I think I was always heard from Bill Walsh. I read it in his book, Trust Your Eyes. So you're right. We look down the field today, and as this thing goes along, you can tell we have 2 stars at running back, and, man, just give them a little bit of hope, and they can make it happen.
They'll take it at the 20.
First down at the 20. Toss to the outside. And picks up maybe 3 or 4. Here's a look at the Seahawks offense, starting with the offensive line. A line that has cleared the way for the second best rushing attack in the NFL. After running it, it's second down. Wilson's going to take it from the gun. He's drilled as he throws. Here's how the Cowboys defensive lineup. There they sit in the top 3 in the league against the run. The Seahawks now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. Wilson from the shotgun. And that incompletion is going to bring us to a very quick 4th down. The Seahawks call on the punting team. Bryant's going to look for space now. And that's a gain of 10. The Cowboys snap it at the 41. Catch made by Bryant. And now we'll look at the Cowboys offense. How will this team rebound after last week's debacle in which they turned the football over 5 times? Stewart lined up in the backfield. Second down and 10. Stewart's ready to run off the screen. Lane's there to make the tackle. Here's a look at the Seahawks defense. How many extra possessions can they get today for their team as they specialize in taking the football away? Third down. Romo's back in shotgun formation. Pass is intercepted.
Herman's probably going to go to the sideline and tell him, hey, I got such a good pair of hands after that interception that I should play some tight end. I don't know about that, but I'll tell you this. He is one good linebacker.
Lynch lined up as the single back. The Seahawks will take the snap from the 45. He's hit as he throws it. Second down coming up. Wilson comes out in the pistol.
Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be tackled right around the 37.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
3rd and 2 here after the run. Lynch is in the backfield.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
And he's going to be dumped. And that's a 3 and out.
Well, you just get tired of sending 3 or 4 players at the quarterback in passing situations. So this time the defensive coordinator sends the blitz, and they are up for it. They get to the QB and get a sack.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
Halfway through this first quarter now.
Stewart's tackled down at the 24. Romo's going to take the snap from the shotgun. It's caught by Cole Beasley. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
It's first down now, right around 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
The Seahawks guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Looking to go down the field here, but it's incomplete.
Good try. Throw it deep down the field. It's a beautiful throw, but it just goes incomplete.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Looking to go up top again on first down. And the catch by Terrence Williams. The defense will take the penalty.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
We'll set up now at midfield. 1st and 20.
They're going to run it on the toss. Stewart lined up as the single back.
Bennett in on the quarterback and takes him down.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
On the way, 3rd down. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Romo's alone in the backfield.
Romo's got it in the gun. The defender able to knock it away.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return. The Seahawks weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
That's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
He's in the clear. He's at the 50. Now at the 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
How about the blocking up front? Lets the running back get in the secondary, and he is so quick and elusive. He avoids the tackles and takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Bryant's going to start his return. He had nowhere to go, and they deck him at the 16-yard line. Stewart's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Stands in the pocket. Kerry Williams has the pick. Late here in the first quarter, and an interception gives the ball back to the offense.
You know, I know it's early in the game, but they have a chance to change the game for the rest of the 3 quarters if they go out here and score. Put the other team under extreme pressure. That's what you want to do.
2 tight ends on the field here.
The Seahawks will take the snap from the 45. It's Jermaine Kearse coming down with it.
Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
Lack of hustle, bad tackling, you name it. They allowed the short throw and catch to go all the way down the field for a score.
The Seahawks ready to boot the football down the field.
Bryant's going to test the coverage this time. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
The Cowboys are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Intercepted.
Wright's able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
The Seahawks retake the field on offense, and they are off to a flying start. They came out of the locker room with their foot firmly on the pedal and have not let up.
I'd say they have not let up. They are on fire on the offensive side. And when you got momentum on your side in the NFL, especially on the offense, you've got to keep calling those plays to give your guys chances to make more big plays.
It's often the difference maker in any game, and that is how you perform inside the red zone, and we're getting an early taste of that.
No doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone. We'll see what the offense calls.
First down coming up.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. Wilson's put up now 10 touchdown passes on the season.
Makes the PAT.
The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick.
Bryant's got it on the return. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
The Cowboys just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here.
Tony Romo is going to take it from the shotgun. Romo to Bryant. Bryant's met at the 23.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
The Cowboys will set up. The 28 is the first down line. Takes the hit, throws.
All set to punt here. He's going to challenge the punt coverage.
Tackled down right around the 48.
The Seahawks love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
The line of scrimmage, the 48. The Cowboys with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 48. Lynch is brought down after picking up 14 on the play.
He just shows no signs of slowing down, does he, Jim? He's a top rusher in the NFL so far this year. And once again today, he is making it happen. Beautiful run for big yards.
Coming to the line at the 34. The Seahawks are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback.
Incompletion on that hurried throw. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
Wilson set in the pistol.
Lynch. And he's able to get out to the 34-yard line.
I'll say this, when you're in a situation like this, third and long, and you're winning here, if you throw the football, fire the coach. And I'm just saying that because I don't think there's any chance they're going to throw the football in this situation.
The football sits at the 34.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 3rd and 10.
Rolando McClain gets to the quarterback.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's third down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
And no return as this goes for a touchback.
The Cowboys offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8.
Romo stepping back into the shotgun. Bryant's going to pull in the bullet pass.
First down here after the completion.
Takes it from the gun. Dez Bryant on the receiving end.
Coming to the line at the 50. Handoff to Jonathan Stewart. That's Wagner making the stop.
If you're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First down at the 50.
Wright's the one who made the big stop.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
That's second down coming up.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one.
Let's go.
From the gun, Romo. Looking across the middle. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down. The Cowboys have been a little bit unbalanced with their attack, but one man, one receiver certainly isn't complaining. Bryant's been targeted throughout the first half, and he's helped his team big time.
All offenses, of course, they want to be balanced, but at this point, who cares? It's working so well, throwing the football outside that, hey, as long as you get the job done, that's all that matters.
Second down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Very nearly intercepted. The line of scrimmage, the 36. Romo standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. To Williams. Jumps up and hauls it in. That's his first reception today. How about how high he went up in the air to get that one?
Unbelievable job that time, and again, that's part of every offense now in the NFL. It wasn't like that when I played. We didn't have guys that could go up and make catches like that.
What a drive this has been. Second and goal from the 9. Met by Thomas. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
Third and goal from the 1. A tackle behind the line.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
The offense is still on the field right now. Fourth down, and they'll need to pick up 2.
Get ready. 180. Over. 59.
Quick drop back. The Cowboys turn the ball over on downs.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit and knocks that football loose.
This will be the last play before halftime. Lynch is tackled down after a gain of 12. And that will close out the first half here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Time now for a short break. And we'll be back after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Cowboys talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
First down at the 27. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. Stewart is in the backfield. First down at the 39. Gary Williams has the pick. Another low light to add to the list for this offense with a third-quarter interception.
Did you just call me a low light? Is that what you said? Oh, no, you meant low light, like a bad moment. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's just another bad moment for the offense.
Loss of 2 on that play. The Seahawks take it from the 43. Graham's on his way. The 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. This team looks possessed coming out of the half and extending the large lead.
Yeah, they are playing with some serious fire in the belly. No question about that. I love just the attitude. They're being so aggressive on the offensive side with their play by the offensive line and the play calling by the coach.
Stephen Hauschka ready for the kickoff.
Bryant's going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Romo to Witten. That's a gain of 7.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
Second down and a long ball is out. They bring him to the turf.
They come out of the locker room at halftime still lollygag. And coughing up the football to open up the third quarter.
Are you trying to tell me we got a bunch of lollygaggers down there? We might. I'll tell you, their play has been so uninspired and so bad that it's hard to watch.
First and goal from the 3.
He's going to be swallowed up behind the line. Coming up, second down. Outside now on the toss. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
When you get third goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
The Cowboys lined up in the nickel. Makes the grab. Touchdown. This is going to be a true statement win for them today.
They are serving notice to the rest of the NFL that this is what they want to do the rest of the year. And that is be sharp on offense, be physical on defense, and this is what can happen. You can win in a blowout.
Bryant's going to run this one out. And that return ends rather quietly short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16.
The Cowboys offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later. When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
Incomplete.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort.
The Seahawks defense now is going to go nickel. The Cowboys snap it at the 36.
Gets away from the pressure.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there. Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
Now 1st and 10. Beasley's got the catch and the first.
Set up now at the 42.
First down at the 42. Now on the move.
Bennett with the sack.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job. Makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Stewart lined up in the backfield.
2nd down and a long way to go.
Picks up about 2.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
The Cowboys really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
The fake is on, and they're looking to pick up the first. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line.
If you're a coach and you put the football in the hands of your punter, you have to be sweating some bullets over there on the sideline, and now you feel relieved because it worked for your offense.
First down at the 24. He's wide open for the grab.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
1st and goal from the 6.
Toss play. Chancellor's all over that offense and brings him down.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards.
Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his first touchdown pass of the season. To Williams. They failed to convert on the 2-point try, so they'll just have to settle for the 6. The Cowboys getting set to kick it away. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Seahawks offense looks unstoppable. Touchdown drives the last 2 times they've had it. Here they go again, Phil.
Yeah, they've been very good, Jim. They're taking advantage of situations and scoring touchdowns, and we know that's what you must do. If you don't get these touchdowns, what happens later in the game, it always comes back to bite you.
The Seahawks now come to the line. 4th quarter of a game they have controlled. The score's 35-6. Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
2nd down after going to the ground game the first play. The Seahawks come out in a bunch set. Tight end in motion. Launches it down the field, reaches up high for it, and he's got the catch. That's another reception. Give him 2.
Coming to the line at the 44.
This play set up by the long gainer. To the ground. And they'll end up losing 4 here.
The Seahawks offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
The Seahawks at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Russell Wilson will take it from the gun.
Hauls it in deep down the middle.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
1st and 10. Lynch looking out wide. The margin is increased with another touchdown.
When you look back at every single game, especially on the offensive side, you win and lose games by how well you play in the red zone. That was an awesome job by the offense. They found a way to score the touchdown.
Bryant's running this one out. And he's going to be taken down well short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 15.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
1st down at the 15. Over to Witten with the reception.
That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4. And now they're in the hurry up. And the flag is down. The defense accepts the penalty.
Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
From the gun. And it's complete to Jason Witten. It's 3rd down coming up. Press coverage all the way.
Out of the shotgun. And he's going to be sacked.
So, just 3 plays and out for the offense. The coach is going to go for it.
Stewart is in the backfield.
The Cowboys turn the ball over on downs. 4th quarter, 4th down. The defense has all the answers today, Phil.
Well, it turned out the lights. No, I was going to sing that song, but my voice doesn't feel real good right now. But the team has played well. Great stop on 4th down. And what a job all around today. All 3 phases of the game, they played very well.
Coming up to the line at the 7. Second and goal from the 7. McClain's all over the ball carrier.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Two minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
3rd and goal from the 9. And he's going to be dropped for the sack. That's going to bring up 4th down after just a 3-play series. Hauschka set to attempt the field goal.
He converts here on the field goal try.
Phil, you think that was the right call, adding a field goal? You already had this game locked up.
No, Jim, I don't agree with the call. I would not have kicked the field goal. I would have gone for it on fourth down, and they just rubbed it in there right there. And in this league, people never forget.
Bryant's got a chance to return this one. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Cowboys have it at the 29.
Got drilled as he throws it.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
The Cowboys are coming off a loss and more disappointment today here, Phil.
It is, Jim. They came into this game with a great mindset, trying to turn things around from last week. But what happened here today, nobody made that play to get momentum on their side.
Failing to connect there, third down.
The Seahawks come out in a dime package
From the gun.
and there's Witten.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
This is what you do. Never give up in the NFL. Even though you're getting blown out late in the fourth quarter, you're on offense. Go with that hurry-up offense and see if you can get a score here to make yourself feel a little bit better. Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Trailing. They'll go hurry up rather than call a timeout.
Avril's able to read that play and make the hit.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
The Cowboys with an empty backfield look here. The Cowboys have it at the 44.
Dunbar on the receiving end. And he's tackled at the 34-yard line.
They'll go hurry up now. Won't use a timeout. The Cowboys have it at the 34.
The catch is made by Lance Dunbar.
Not able to get away from Chancellor.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
First and goal. In his hands, complete, touchdown.
The late touchdown's not going to change the outcome of the game, but perhaps it's something to build on for next week, Phil.
Well, it sure doesn't hurt. Sometimes when you score late in games, it does carry over, softens the blow of losing a little bit, and it can carry over into practice, and you sure hope it carries into next week's game.
The Cowboys now, no doubt, will onside kick it. The kicking team fails to recover the onside kick, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Yeah, tough job there. You know, look, the NFL has changed the rules over the year. You really only get one chance to get that onside kick, and that time they were not able to do it.
This will be the final snap.
First down at the 47.
And that's a 2-yard gain.
Well, when you know you can win the game, but just running the football, then you just run the football. Take no chances. Keep two hands around it at all times, and don't worry about the extra yard.
How about this game, Phil? What a big win it was.
It was something to be happy about. Go out and dominate. Awesome stuff.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.